Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and I'm here today with another LEGO haul. Now this one is very interesting because today the LEGO haul is from Brickfest Live. When I went to the event, I decided towards the end of it that I would pick up some things as kind of some mementos of the event, but also some fun things I could add on to my LEGO collection, since a lot of the vendors had, some old stuff, some new stuff, and it was a good variety. So let's take a look at what we got. I got it all on the other table. I'll bring it over here. First, we'll start with the paper stuff. This is my ticket from the event. It's only one-sided, and it's nice to have for my collection of events I've went to, whether or not they're based on LEGO stuff. Here's the second thing that I received. This was the event map. I hardly looked at it because I just wanted to get right into the action and find things on my own. But it's still nice to look back on, and it was well organized. I think they had a good idea for setting up all the activity areas in the Expo Center. Here's a look of some of the scheduled things, the live tour dates, and some of the social media involved with Brickfest Live. And we have a whole bunch of different cards I picked up from various stations. Some of them were vendors, some of them were businesses, which is almost the same thing, I guess. First one, we have Block School. I kept reading that as Blocks Cool, but it's Block School. This is an organization that works with after-school programs and even in-school programs to teach kids about using LEGO. It's actually similar to Snapology, which I'm a part of, so I was somewhat interested in what they were doing, but I couldn't, I couldn't show too much interest, I suppose. Because I work for a company like that. You see what I mean. We also have some other cards. AbbyDabbles.com. This is a user that's made her own custom creations, as well as selling regular poly bags and minifigs and lots of animals. I saw lots of other minifigs. She's got some really nice ideas. I like all of these. The squirrel, the owl, the dog. She even had penguins. The Despicable Me minion. I'm trying to remember what else. Mario and Luigi. And Sock Monkey. I remember those specifically. And they're really well done. Good detail with them. And, those could be bought separately with all the pieces and instructions. Next up we have Lay and Go. This is not exactly a LEGO thing, but it's an organization that's about organizing. Basically, it's one of those large bags that you put all your pieces inside of so you can carry it, and make cleanup easy so that you'll just, put all the pieces in here, wrap it up, and you could even take it on the go to different places. Something I've seen other times before, but still nice to see them at the event showing their product. Next up we have Cookies Bricks. I got to meet Cookies Bricks at the event. I got to talk with him for a little bit and even got a picture with him. He's a very cool dude. I really liked his Cookie Monster shirt. This is probably the first LEGO YouTuber card that I've received from anyone, so I'll just put that in the corner for the rest of the video. So thanks for Cookie Bricks about the card, and to start off my card collecting from LEGO YouTubers. I don't even think I got Clutch's card, which I should have. I should have asked. Next up we have Bricks for Kids. This is also another organization that works with school programs, birthday parties, camps, and field trips. And each of their cards has a coupon on the back of it. Again, similar idea to Snapology and Block School, so I don't have to continue with mentioning them. Now on to the actual LEGO products. These are things that I went to different stations and bought for various reasons. The first one I will talk about is from Brick Warriors. I was very happy to meet Ryan, the creator of Brick Warriors, and he designs all of the different parts. It was very nice to meet him, and he's a very, very kind guy. If you get a chance to meet him at any Brickfest Live events, be sure to talk to him, because he's very easy to talk to, and I really enjoyed talking with him during part of the event, you know, to meet him in person. So we have a lot of different parts in here that he's generously made available for me. Most of these will all just be in one big review. Kind of an informal review since it's not technically a set, but I will still count it all as one review when I come to making it on YouTube for a review. First, we have the Minotaur head. This is really cool. You could even take off the antlers if you wanted to have them off. And it works with minifig heads. I mean, you don't put the head inside of there, but you fit it on the neck. This was one of his newest pieces. This is a wizard's hat. I will have the specific names for each of these with the video, but for right now, I will call them as they look. Next up, we have a jester's cap. This one also has a bit of removable pieces, so if you wanted to change the color of it, and it is tilted, so it has a certain way of fitting onto a minifig. We have some bird wings. These were pretty recent item, and they're really nice looking. They are available in 3 different colors. I have 2 of them now, brown and white. Next up is this combo of 2 weapons. There's a purple sword on this end, and then some sort of bottle on the other end. Again, I'll look up the specifics for it later. Probably will clarify some of these things. Next up, we have a lyre. I apologize if it's a little small to see, but this is a musical instrument. It's very nice. It fits on a minifigure's hand on the bottom section of it. It looks very cool. Next up, we have, I forget the exact type of gladiator, but this is a gladiator net-like weapon, kind of like a whip. And it's very nice. I've collected one of these before, and it's nice to have again. Next up, we have this horn. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, I see. It can be held by minifigures, and a nice detail. Next up, we have a gladiator helmet with removable plumes. You can take each of these out on either side and change the colors or design. And I like the color for this one. It looks good in dark, as well as light. Next, we have some grapes. Just grapes. You could fit these in a minifigure hand, and I know these come in a few different colors, like green and purple. Next up, I'm holding this weapon upside down, but this is a type of axe, if I'm correct. A sword or axe of some kind. Very interesting design to it. Very unique. We haven't seen anything like that from LEGO before. And last but not least, from Brick Warriors, we have a jester, kind of a torso piece. It's that kind of decoration that you'd see on a jester. All of these would have little bells on the ends of them. Nice look to go with the hat. So we'll put all of these aside. Let's get on to some other things. I do apologize. I don't remember some of the other vendors' names. If I don't have them in the video recording, I will have them in the comments below or in the description. Hopefully, it will be included in due time. The next vendor I went to, I found some minifigs that were, what were they? You build one for $4, and that's including the torso, legs, head piece, or, on top of the head, and accessory. Because I know some of these, they were a little more expensive per minifigure, and you may only get to build the head, torso, and legs. So you gotta look around and see what's available. Plus, you also have to see what variety of figures there are, because sometimes that's a factor in it too. Now I'll just adjust the light so you can see each of these better, as well as adjusting the camera. So I apologize if this is taking away a bit from watching the video consistently. Let's see. That looks good. Now you can see both of these figures. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys would know that when I make a minifigure at these kind of events, or at even the Lego store. I don't make them permanently. I only have these so that you can see, you know, the unique parts to them, but I will mix in the parts with the rest of my collection. These two pieces, the head and the torso, were older pieces. I know that they're from vintage sets, but I don't know the specific themes. So let me know in the comments if you know them. I think this one is Space Police 1 or 2, but I am not entirely sure. I know this is from the Cave Woman. This is from some of the Winter Village sets. The face is from the pink Space Girl from one of the series sets, I think. Not always nice to get black hair. This is kind of the Zane hair. And these legs are from the Kingdom's King, if I'm correct. And you can see on the back, I'm really excited to find this piece, because now I can add those oxygen tanks to my fig from the Undetermined Time. This is probably one of the oldest figs I have, and it's the only classic spaceman, so now he is completed. And I also got one of these extra bag pieces, because I thought it was kind of neat. Couldn't decide between some of the other bags. Let me see, does she have a double-sided head? Nope. And I know the other one doesn't. So, we'll take those and put them to the side. Sorry, Cookies Bricks. Next up, we have another vendor from which I bought this figure. This is the Celebration version of Luke Skywalker. It's actually a little bit worn on the top of it. I'm going to probably just scratch a little bit of that dirt off, or, you know, use something to clean it, just to get it in better condition. Sorry about that. Trust me, this is probably the third or fourth take of this haul, so at this point, I'm not worried about stopping it and doing it again. I want to try to get it out to you guys. So we'll take a closer look at this minifig at a later time, but this saves me at least from buying the virtual dictionary, which I don't think is in stores anymore. And this was relatively a better deal than buying the book, because this was less money than the book. Nice to get. And I'll probably change his hair just to make him in better condition, because I have that hair piece with other figures, just to make him look nicer for display. And last but not least, from the same vendor as the Luke Skywalker fig, I got the Gandalf Adol Goldur, correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, polybag. Now, I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan, I'm not a Hobbit fan, but I thought this was an interesting polybag to get. I think it was nice to get Gandalf and some of these other accessories, and it's at a good price, relatively, because I've seen this set from a couple vendors, and they had different prices for this. Some of them, this is probably one of the better prices. So, there we have the haul. You'll get to see a bunch of these items in upcoming videos. This one you will see in a set review. These probably will just go into my collection, so you might not see them much in videos. Luke Skywalker probably won't get his own video unless I do a comparison. These will all go into one big Brick Warriors set review. Very thankful for Ryan. He's very kind with just spending time with, you know, with me being at the station and with giving me most of those. Good collection. And not to say anything bad about other customs stations. I just didn't get enough time to really embrace what they had. I wish I did, though. But all in all, I think I had a great experience with BrickFest. I would probably want to, next time, try to talk with each of the vendors more so I could get to know them and know their products. Because I had some neat stuff, but most of them I had to skip over just to get the experience and see what else is around. You will be seeing a compilation video in some time in the future. On my Raw channel right now, there are clips of the event, the ones that I took. There will also be photos in the compilation, which will be featured on the main channel. And thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos.